How can a man gain the whole world just to let his friends influence him in the wrong direction, just to throw everything out the window, just to pour everything that you work so hard for, just to pour it down the drain? The rapper Lil Durk from Chicago, Illinois. This man had it all. $30 to $40 million record deal, #1 songs, touring, doing shows all around the world. I'm talking about this young man made millions of dollars. Could have did anything that he chose to do on this earth. Anything. Still young. Early 20s? His whole life ahead of him. This boy had generational wealth. His only downfall was the friends that he chose to have around him. With all this money, you worth millions of dollars. You would have thought someone would have been in Lil Durk's corner. Dude, the alarm keep going off. Something must be wrong with his car. But anyhow, you would have thought Lil Durk had someone in his corner that would keep him away from the foolishness. You the breadwinner. All this money that you have. Some people work all their life, their whole life, without seeing an M, without seeing a million. This dude was able to produce millions of dollars from his rap songs. Like, once he blew up, he blew. He was out of here, gone through the roof. Instead of his friends, or so-called friends and so-called homies, protecting him, protecting the bag, making sure he does no wrong. Instead of his so-called friends making sure, Lil Durk, you protected. If something needs to be handled, you say nothing. This is what we for. This is what we here for. You the bag. You got the generational wealth. You got the money. You can help my family, his family. All we gotta do is stay loyal, stay solid to you. And to make sure that you, Lil Durk, don't do no dumb bullshit. And that's exactly what happened. Lil Durk was tricked out of his position by his so-called homies, his so-called friends. Why? We're gonna speak more on this topic. They were jealous of Lil Durk. Simple and plain. Jealousy. They never really had his back. They couldn't wait for him to fall off or to do something stupid to where he would possibly, like right now, could be locked up for the rest of his life. They told on him. Well, they so-called allegedly say he paid for the hit on Quando Rondo's cousin who lost his life. We're going to speak more about this topic. Lil Durk possibly spending the rest of his life behind fucking prison bars with all this money that he had, that he still got. But he ain't going to be able to spend it. Locked up for the rest of your life around a bunch of funky ass men for the rest of your life. When you could have flew, bought a home, bought a mansion, lived anywhere in this world that you chose. You could have had a peaceful life. Like I say, he was easily influenced by the wrong people. Jamie the One TV. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We're going to talk more on this Lil Durk case.